Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new to my channel, welcome. I would love for you to stay a while by clicking that subscribe button and the little bell next to it so you don't miss another video. And in today's video, I'm going to share with you guys how I did these two really beautiful DIYs. One's super easy and simple. The other one is a little bit more time consuming but also simple. So let's jump right into it. The first DIY is pretty much this tray that I had. I purchased it at Ross a while ago and I really liked the trim on it, but the color was just really drab and I was about to throw it away, and I decided to give it a nice coat of spray paint. And I used the Rust-Oleum silver for this. I was gonna spray paint it white, but I decided to go with the silver and I liked it a lot better. And I decided to use it in my bathroom because I thought it brought the whole area together nicely along with the chandelier. So I'm using it to set some towels on top of it, but you could just put just about anything because it's a tray. You can use it however you'd like. So for the next DIY, I went ahead and started off with these supplies here. I have these embroidery hoops that I've used in other projects before, but I decided to use it for this. And I'm also going to be using this metal ribbon. I usually get it on Amazon, but I believe it's available at Michael's. Some thumbtacks from the DollarTree. Some chandelier crystals. I also get those on Amazon. And also some wire or picture hanging wire that I get at the DollarTree. So these embroidery hoops, they usually come in a set of two. There's an outer ring and an inner ring. The outer ring has this clasp that you kind of screw on. And I'm going to be using that one for my main top layer, or my largest layer. So I went ahead and traced a piece of foam board to insert on the inside of it. And I just cut it out and inserted it. I actually ended up spray painting the foam board because I thought I was gonna prefer the white just so that the light could reflect on it, but silver looked a lot more polished. So I added a layer of hot glue along the edge of the foam board just to give it more security, and I also tightened that little clasp at the top. Next, I started to attach my metal ribbon, and I just basically used the thumbtacks to attach them. This metal ribbon has a hole at each one of the designs, which makes it very easy to fasten it to just about anything. And I've used this metal ribbon before in other projects and used the thumbtacks to attach it as well. Just be very careful when you're attaching them. I am using a napkin ribbon from the DollarTree that I used on a previous project, and I was gonna throw it away, and I decided to use it to help my thumbs because it's gonna be very tedious to add all of these thumbtacks throughout and all these rings. So for the area of the metal ribbon where they're going to meet and where it's going to go over that fastener, I went ahead and just kind of worked around it, and since the metal ribbon has a design with several holes, I just basically worked it in and inserted the fastener, and then I just cut a little bit of excess. And just be very careful when working with this ribbon because it's very sharp. And I'm sorry this is not within frame like what I'm doing, but I'm basically just working it around that fastener. I also added a little bit of hot glue, but I don't really think it did too much with this metal ribbon. The ultimate thing that I did, which I did not show, was to use a piece of wire to adjoin the two ends together where the ribbon met at the center. So that way it wouldn't unravel. Now that I had this first one, it was time to repeat the process for all 4 layers. Now this is the only one that's going to have the foam board because that's the area where I'm going to be attaching my push lights. The other ones are only going to have the wire with no foam board attached. This extra step is optional. I decided to try to add some glitter and using some Mod Podge on that hoop, and I really liked the way it looked, and I actually wish I'd done it for all of them because it just added more sparkle to the whole thing. Next, I started to attach all of my crystals to the jump rings. I decided to go for a high-low look, so I used 3 rings with 1 crystal and then 2 rings and 1 crystal, and then I attached them on by alternating sizes. And for the jump rings that didn't have any of the little hooks to attach them, I went ahead and just cut a little piece of wire to make it easy to attach to the metal ribbon. So this wire or metal ribbon, not wire, the metal ribbon has holes that you can attach all of these in, which is perfect, and they're evenly spaced. And it was very easy to attach the chandelier crystals by just looping them through those little holes at the centers. So I repeated this process until all of my crystals were on. I think I ended up using about 80 chandelier crystals or attachments for this entire chandelier, and I love it. So the next thing I did was to add a piece of wire so I could attach the second layer to the top layer. So I flipped it upside down. This is the main layer, and I also, like I said, ended up spray painting this in silver. And this is the second layer, so I went ahead and attached the wire to that layer, and then I started to loop it through. Now, I didn't show how I did this because I actually ended up using paper clips to attach the layers together because it was extremely difficult to adjust the height with this wire, because once it was bent, it was very hard to straighten it out. The wire, if you get it right the first time, is really seamless, and this is why I liked it. But because I wasn't able to get the exact height on every single one, they were off by like 1/2 inch, or you know, it was just so wonky. I ended up just doing something else. But if you're very good and you have a good eye, I basically just looped them through the thumbtacks, and I used that to attach them. So as you can see, you cannot see the wires at all. Everything is pretty seamless. However, it's very wonky and very crooked. Once I start attaching all the layers, it was just no bueno. So I used this little contraption here because I needed to attach my layers and I didn't have anyone to hold it in place. And here's the top one, the second one, and the third one. And during that time of adjusting, let me tell you, it took me forever until I figured out I could use the paper clips. So I just used paper clips and just hooked them on like I would a Christmas ornament. And I hooked them through the holes of the metal ribbon, and it worked out beautifully. So once I had all 4 of my layers on, I went ahead and used these push lights that I also purchased on Amazon. They come in a pack of 5 or 6, and the cool thing about those is that they do have a remote control, so that way I can turn them on or off. And they have a little sticky pad that you can attach them. I ended up using 3 of them for my light source, so I have 3 of those attached, and all you have to do to take them off to change the battery is just twist them off, and they twist right back on very easily. So I don't have to unglue them or anything like that to switch the batteries out. Now this is a great option if you don't have an electrical source in an area that you'd like to have a chandelier, because it looks really beautiful. So here's the final result, you guys. I really love the way this turned out. This is in my bathroom. I'm in the process of making a spa bathroom oasis for myself, and I love this so much. My husband even thought that this was really beautiful, and he was pretty wowed by it. He thought it was amazing, so I guess it's a 2 thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And like I said, if I was going to get an electrician to do all this work for me, it would be so much more expensive. This barely cost me $40 to make, and the most expensive part was getting all the crystals. So I really love it. Let me know what you think, and I will talk to you guys in my next video. God bless, and bye-bye.